What is up, my friends and fellow collectors out there? Today in the house, thanks to my good friend Mojo, we got the XM Studios Harley Quinn Samurai Edition statue in the house. It's time for a nerdgasm. So welcome back, everyone, to another big statue unboxing. Like I said, we have in the house, thanks to Mojo, the XM Studios Harley Quinn Samurai Edition. We picked this one over at Comic Concepts and got a great deal on it. So if you're into the XM Studios DC line specifically, check out Comic Concepts. They got some great pricing and pretty good shipping on this piece right here. And I'm pretty excited to see this thing. I don't really get XM Studios statues in all that often, but there's something about seeing a box like this tank of a box that XM Studios always puts their stuff in, you know, that just makes the statue unboxing not just cool, but f***ing cool, right? The last time I saw this one was at New York Comic Con back in 2019, so it's been quite a while, and I'm hoping to see that it lives up to the prototype that I saw there that day. So without further ado, let's check out the foam and see what's inside. All right, there's how it all comes. Layer 1 over here, the lower part of the base, and then you got layer 2. With the Vespa, the body, seems like everything else. Oh, nice. They only made 500 of these. This is number 203. Nice. This Vespa is super detailed. I love it. Including the wiring here and the hosing is just, this is so nice. And that pink color, man, just really, really pops. My daughter is gonna freak when she sees this, man. We got the bat next. Man, I gotta say, it's a beautiful body. I really, really love the colors so far. Probably after the Poison Ivy Samurai line statue that I saw, this is probably my next favorite in terms of color.
Five minutes later.
All right, that was a little bit scary. I would recommend putting in the body before the right side handle. In the video, it shows you to put this handle in before her, but at least on mine, it's not really staying in place all that well. It will if you push it in just a little bit, but if you're gonna try to put the body in right afterwards, yeah, it gets a little bit loose and pops back out. The other thing too is that, at least on this one, she is not sitting on the Vespa like at all. She's like raised way above it. I would say I could fit my whole finger underneath her butt. I know that don't sound right, but yeah, I can. And her foot is all the way down into the hole. So yeah, it doesn't rest completely down on the seat, at least on this one. These look like little marijuana plants.
Got blunt. Got weed.
You got 3 different heads. You got one that's more of like a samurai Harley Quinn style look to it. Real cool. You got something that looks kind of like a geisha style. All right, and then you got one that has more of that modern take to her. That one's pretty. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna go with this one for now, and then we could swap them out as we talk about it. All right, there she is all put together, the Harley Quinn XM Studios Samurai Edition statue. Very beautiful looking statue. I think I have to say that I like it better now than I did when I first saw it at New York Comic Con. And I think mostly because I think the day that I went, they had the geisha looking head on, and it's pretty. I want, you know, her to look a little more Harley Quinn, something that I can relate to, or that I know more than the look of the samurais. One of the things that I find really awesome about this piece, the first thing that really jumps out at me is the color, the intense amount of color that's in this statue. I think after the Poison Ivy statue that they created, This one here in the line probably has the most color in the statue, and I love it. I love the way the pink on the Vespa or scooter, it is on here. I just love the way that pops like that. It has that candy pink color. Looks really good. The reds in her outfit, the blacks look really nice. Even these plants here that kind of remind me of marijuana plants have a really nice green. So very vibrant colors that they put into this, which looks great. Little details like they did some bluing on the tailpipe, which looks really, really cool the way that came out. You got like some rusted areas or worn areas, even on the Vespa itself. It doesn't look like it just came off the line. So, you got areas around this back part here, the wheel well area, and then in the footrest area that are kind of like a burnt color, to give it a little bit more of a grimy, dirty look. So I think that was a really nice touch to that. The back here where you see this Joker, there's rusted areas on that too, just to get a little bit of a patina. So I think that looks really good. Yeah, and it just really intensely pops. This is definitely something that when you put in your collection, she's gonna jump out. Another thing that I think is very cool is all of the little Easter eggs and details that they put into this to give it that extra push, to tie it to the Batman realm, but then also give it some realism and also bring us into this whole samurai world that they brought in. So, you have things like, Bud and Lou and the Joker, and then, you got Lou over there with, or I don't know, it could be Bud, holding like a Batman doll. So you have all those dolls right there in the basket, which is cool. Again, with the Joker on the back of the tail, which looks great. Like that you got a bomb and, kind of like a dynamite in there. And this feels like mixed media, so it's got a rope feeling on both the bomb and on the dynamite. You got her mallet, which is great. You also got the bat, which brings you, over here in the back, brings you into the more modern era for her. So I think that's a really nice touch. Even things like this bullhorn up here in the front just makes the Vespa kind of fun. You got the Harley Quinn and Mr. J over here, so that's really neat. Now, one thing that this statue features that I don't have for it right now is that it also features light up. So it has batteries in both the front of the Vespa and on this lamp right here. So both of these will light up. I do not have the batteries to put into this piece, but I'm sure it's going to have a real nice bright shine to it, which again adds more flair to this piece. So I think that's nice touch. I love her pose. Her pose is really good. I'm not a fan of all of the portraits. The first portrait here is more of the modern take. I love this. I love her smile. She looks playful. I really like that. I like the way her hair is all done and everything. So that's probably my favorite so far. If you're not into that one, you can have more of the little bit of samurai mixed in with the original look of her with that Harley Quinn style look to her, like she's wearing the Harley Quinn mask, but then has the helmet on top of it. This one's also a really cool looking option. She again has that playful smile about her, which I dig. The helmet ties into the outfit. I like how that came out. So this is probably my second favorite. I could easily choose to pick this one as well. The geisha, I'm not as huge a fan of, but I do like that they give you another option. Mostly because the geisha, she looks playful, but maybe not as playful. So I think that's kind of the thing that I'm not digging about this one. I think this is how I first saw her when I saw her back at New York Comic Con. Like I said, I can't remember completely, but yeah, I'm just not my favorite portrait for this one. Probably would never use that one. Again, let's leave it with the Harley Quinn, because this one's kind of cool. We'll put this back on. So really fun looking piece. I love the smile. She looks, crazy and having a good time at the same time. The only things that I could say about this piece that, maybe an issue, and it may be an issue with this statue at the moment, but I don't know, because even when I saw the video, it didn't really look like she sat into the Vespa all the way. She does not sit in the Vespa all the way. She doesn't sit down. You can see that she has a huge gap right here beneath her butt. The foot is all the way down to the floor. I can't go any further with her foot, and even on the right foot, it's resting on the Vespa. So everything there is correct. It could be that I need to heat it up to get it to fit into place a little bit better, but there is a big gap between her butt and the bottom, the chair of the Vespa. So that's something that, you may see on your piece, just to make you aware. The other thing is this handle on the right side. It doesn't hold in all that well. In the instructions, they tell you to put that on before you even put the body on. I would recommend putting the body on before you put that on. At least on mine, it seems to be kind of loose. As you can see, I'm turning it around right now and it doesn't fall out. So it's not something that I think is just going to pop out once you put it into your place. So I think, it's not something that I'm not going to really bitch about too much. But if you happen to touch it, it will fall out. So just saying. But yeah, man, other than that, super, super cool addition to the Samurai edition, to the Samurai set. I also, again, I know I've said this before, but hats off to XM Studios for continuing to make this line. I know that this is a very niche DC line, for Batman collectors. Not everybody really gets into the Samurai line, but they continue to make it. They continue to bring new characters out. I mean, they got a Scarecrow coming out here real soon. We got the Penguin on the way. There's a lot of love that they put into this, and I gotta say, for a person who gets into collecting these statues, it's really good that the company continues to make it, and so you can fulfill the set, which is great. I just thought about it, but there's one thing that I forgot to mention, and that's the other things that come with the statue. So I'll be right back. All right, so with the Harley Quinn statue, you also get a nice art print like you always get. Check that out. That looks beautiful. It's a nice addition to go along with all of the other ones. I love the art prints. Like I said in the past, I've always liked that they keep on continuing to give these to us. So really cool looking art print to go along with your statue. So that's really cool. And then you also get the QR code so that you can get to the video to assemble. And you also get a layout of how the statue goes back in. There was no plaque that came with this one. So I don't know if it's something that comes with some of them or what, but it wasn't with this one. So no big deal. But yeah, overall, aside from being able to sit in her chair correctly, I would easily give this statue a 9. It's probably up there in my favorites now for the Batman Samurai line. I think I like the original Batman a lot. I really like the Poison Ivy. I thought that was a great looking piece. I love this one. This is really, really nice. Really vibrant color. I like the Joker. The Joker has another one that has some nice color to it. But this one here, man, with the Vespa and the colors and all that, yeah, I love it. Pops, very vibrant, super cool looking statue. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the Harley Quinn. Is this one you guys want to pick up? What is your favorite in the Batman Samurai line? I'm interested to know. Until next time, keep it marvelous.